Hello and welcome to this new Python tutorial for VRED Pro. My name is Christopher, and today I will talk about how you can combine the different data types and functions from the Python API version 1 and version 2. The API version 2 release introduced some huge changes in the way we interact with data in VRED. Instead of using modules, the functionality is now combined in so-called services. For example, the VR camera service or the VR node service now contain all the methods that were previously available in VR camera and VR node pointer. These services replace most of the functions from API version 1, but not all of them. There's still some functionality that is only available with API version 1. There also may be plugins and scripts that use the old API, with interfaces that expect data compatible to API version 1. So there are situations where you have to combine functions and data types from both APIs to make sure old scripts and plugins work well with the new scripts we are developing. Let's start with the biggest difference: dealing with nodes. Version 1 used the so-called node pointers to interact with nodes, like transform nodes, group nodes, geometry nodes, and so on. You could find nodes in your scene with the function from VR scene graph module, find nodes, which returns a VR node pointer. With this node pointer, we can call any function that is part of the VR node pointer class that we can see in the documentation. So, for example, all transform operations, setting or getting a material, adding children to the scene graph, and so on. With the introduction of API version 2, Autodesk now introduced a so-called VRD node type that aims to replace the old VR node pointer to some extent, and a VR node service class to help you working with it. When called from the VR node service, the find node operation returns a VRD node and can be called with vrnodeservice.findNode. This way you cannot confuse these similar functions in a script. With the VRD node that is returned by the service, you cannot call any function that is defined in the VRD node class. Because VRD node inherits its functions from VRD transform node, you also can call any transform operations from there. There are still enough functions from API version 1 and 2 that will get used in the same script, and they will either use the node pointer class as parameters or the new VRD nodes. Normally this would be really confusing, but fortunately the Autodesk engineers changed both APIs so that they accept both types of nodes in a function. It's perfectly fine to use node pointer in a function that normally expects the VRD node, and the other way round. This way we don't have to worry if we have the correct node. In this example, we can create a new node and specify its parent node. We can see that we can use both types of node as a parameter without throwing an error. Of course, it's also no problem to convert a node pointer to a VRD node. The documentation points out that there are two functions to do this, but they are not the easiest to remember. When converting a new VRD node to an old node pointer, you will use the toNode function with the object ID of the VRD node as a parameter. This will convert your VRD node to a node pointer. The other way around is done by calling the getNodeFromID function from the VR node service class. This is also done with the node ID as a parameter. But this time we get the ID with a different function. Well, if you need this conversion, just have a look in the documentation. No one really expects that you know them by heart, and peeking is allowed. The API version 2 also introduced new data types that help when developing software. For example, the transform operations now all use the Qt vector types. Using them is not really difficult. Most of the time it's just putting the values you would have otherwise used separately into the new data types. Like in this example of a new vector 3D type. Color types have a static function that help you create an object and also offer different color formats, like RGB or HSV. You don't have to import these types because they are already added to the VRED namespace by default. We have a whole tutorial covering the new data types, so be sure to check it out to get more information on that topic. As of now, both the VR node pointer and VRD node are perfectly valid in your scripts. There are use cases where you want to use one over the other. Either because it's just more convenient to do so, or because the new API just isn't ready yet to replace all functionality of VRD node pointers. A good example is when dealing with materials. You only can set and get materials with the VR node pointer and not the VRD node. But I guess we will see something like a VR material service in an upcoming release. With time, the focus will definitely shift from the old to the new API, so you should use the API version 2 whenever possible. That's it for today about the old API version 1 and the new API version 2. You should now have a good understanding on how to combine the two APIs to write efficient and future-proof scripts. Thanks for watching and see you next time.